Sadly, summer is almost over, but your skin doesn't flip seasons overnight. The shift from hot, humid days to crisp, cooler weather can definitely throw your skin off balance. Hi, I'm Dr. Mara Weinstein. I'm a board-certified dermatologist, and today we're gonna walk through some simple tweaks that you can make to your skincare routine to keep your skin healthy and glowing as we head into fall. So first of all, why do seasonal skin changes happen? Well, as the temperatures cool, the humidity in the air also decreases, leading to drier, less hydrated skin. Also, less sun exposure and shorter days can lead to the skin feeling and looking a little bit more dull. Even though when you are in the sun, you're always wearing sunscreen, it can definitely affect the way that your skin looks and feels. Once those indoor furnaces turn on and the air gets really dry, it can wreak havoc on the skin, causing irritation and redness. So keeping all these things in mind, the first thing to think about is changing your cleanser. So if you're somebody who has dry skin baseline and in the summer you get a little bit more oily, or you feel like you need to up your cleanser to something a little more foaming or something that's gonna wick that oil or sweat off the skin, in the winter or in the fall, it's time to switch your cleanser back to a gentle, creamy, hydrating cleanser. These cleansers tend to avoid stripping the skin. Now, sometimes that foaming feel or that lather can feel really good on the skin and almost like it's really cleaning the skin. I promise you, you don't need that squeaky clean feel to make sure and to ensure that your skin is actually being cleaned. There are some great creamy cleansers out there from one of my favorite brands, Cetaphil. There's also one by La Roche-Posay and CeraVe. Neutrogena makes a really nice ultra hydrating creamy cleanser. So don't hesitate to pick up a few off the shelf, try them, see which one works best for your skin. Now, if you're acne prone and this is your thing year round and you tend to get acne in the T-zone, then there is an amazing foaming cleanser for you. It's called the Air Balancing Foam Cleanser by CeraVe. They just came out with it. And what it is a really nice lightweight foaming cleanser that has two main properties. One is it wicks the oil off the skin, especially in the T-zone, but it does deposit hydration to the outer aspects of the skin like the cheeks and jawline where you tend to be more dry. So look for gentle foaming cleansers, and if you don't know where to start with the CeraVe Air Balancing Foam Cleanser. The second step in your skincare routine is to moisturize. So if you're used to using a lotiony type moisturizer or lightweight gel moisturizer like the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel, which is a lovely but very lightweight hyaluronic acid based moisturizer, think about switching your moisturizer to something a little more creamy and nourishing. Something that is perhaps in a jar that's white and creamy and a little more thick and hydrating. Typically, things that come in pumps are a little thinner, so better for warmer weather. And if they come in a jar, they're thicker, which makes sense, right? They're too thick to be pumped, or even a squeeze tube. So if they come in a jar or a squeeze tube, those are gonna be thicker formulations and more appropriate for fall and winter skincare. Some key ingredients you wanna look for in these creams are glycerin, hyaluronic acid, shea butter, lipids, and ceramides. One of my favorite creamy moisturizers is actually by SkinCeuticals. It's called the Triple Lipid Repair. It's really great for more mature skin types, but it's very rich in lipids and peptides. And so highly recommend that if you're looking for a moisturizer that's more appropriate for the fall and winter months. I also have a list of recommended moisturizers that we'll post in the comments below. So make sure to take a look at these recommended products and read the ingredients to see which one might be right for your skin type. Now, one thing you are absolutely not gonna change in your routine is your SPF. You might change the formulation or the brand, but definitely don't change the routine of applying SPF on the skin. Even when it's cloudy or cool, 80% of UV rays will penetrate through cloud cover. So it is so important to continue wearing your sunscreen. One way to think about sunscreen is using it as part of your daily moisturizing routine. Some sunscreens are formulated as daily facial moisturizers with SPF. Now, the with SPF part is so important because it should say SPF 30 or higher. Now, if your daily facial moisturizer has SPF 15 and your makeup foundation base also has SPF 15, putting those two on top of each other does not equal SPF 30. So just because you're using a 15 and a 15 does not mean that you check the box of SPF 30. You need to actually find a daily facial moisturizer with SPF 30 or higher. And then it's just a bonus if the rest of your products also also have SPF in them. Important areas to apply SPF, obviously your face. You're gonna do 2 finger lengths to cover your entire face and an additional one for your neck. Now with any excess sunscreen, I always apply to the back of my hands, but you should also do a pea-size amount to the back of your hands, especially if you drive a lot, and also the tops of your ears if those are exposed. Let's say you're a runner and you go out for a run every morning or evening, make sure you're treating your neck and the tops of your ears. Now, even though we're transitioning from warmer to cooler months, it's okay to continue a gentle exfoliating routine. Now, when I say exfoliating, I don't mean harsh abrasive scrubs because those can cause microabrasions on the skin, leaving way for bacteria or dirt and grime to get in there and clog your pores or cause breakouts, and also damage your skin barrier. And so when we say exfoliation, I mean gentle chemical exfoliants like glycolic acid toners or a PHA mandelic acid mask, something very gentle that will chemically exfoliate the skin to help slough some of those dead skin cells so then when you apply your products, they penetrate more effectively. Some of my favorite exfoliating toners are from Glytone. They make wonderful glycolic acid products. Neutrogena makes a really nice pore refining toner. In addition to the company Versed, which is available at Target, they make nice gentle exfoliating toners. Recently, I came across one by a company called Coco Kind, which makes toners with anti-inflammatory benefits, adding ingredients like turmeric. I also am a big fan, as you know, of the Thayer's toners. They have ones with witch hazel, ones with glycolic acid, and also a hydrating toner with snow mushroom in it. So there's so many different options out there for gentle chemical exfoliation for your skin. Now here are some pro tips for the colder months and areas that we often forget, and those are your lips and your hands. So make sure you invest in a really nice lip mask that you can use every night to hydrate the lips, because again, with lower humidity levels in the air and the furnace is on at night in your home, you can become very dry and dehydrated in the lips. Also, think about using lip balms that have SPF in them. Now, these are great for year-round, but it's something that you can definitely get started in the winter, because then you get into this routine of putting an SPF-based lip balm on in the morning and transitioning to a thicker lip mask in the evening. And I did mention, don't forget your hands. So I always have some sort of hand cream in my pocket, because working in this medical environment, we're always washing and Purelling our hands. So it not only is it important to, of course, wash the hands, but immediately moisturize right after. I like to have a rich hand cream by my bedside. So before bed, I make sure to moisturize the hands and then go to sleep. And also just having one on hand so that you kind of catch that episode of drying and cracking, especially around your cuticles as well, before it ensues in the very cold winter months. Now, other things to consider that just involve life and your home and your environment as we transition to the fall and winter months is to consider getting a humidifier in the house. This will help add humidity to the air, prevent breakouts, especially if you're eczema prone or if you have really sensitive skin. Humidified air will really help to nourish and put moisture back into the skin instead of suck it all out, which is what our furnaces do. Also, and I know you're gonna hate me telling you this, but avoid hot showers. Although they feel so good, it's really, really harsh on your skin. Hot showers strip your moisture barrier, and if you're not immediately replenishing that moisture right after you get out of the shower, your skin is just going to hate you. It'll get red and angry and scaly and itchy, and so we see a lot of patients, especially in these colder months, that come in with itchy, irritated, sensitive skin, and the #1 culprit is hot showers. So stick to lukewarm showers for your own benefit, and with that said, after you take your lukewarm shower, apply a nice moisturizing cream to your entire body, especially before it's fully dry. So when there's still beads of water on the skin, that's the best time to apply moisturizer. And you will thank me for telling you that, because it'll actually absorb more quickly into the skin and it won't feel sticky once it's time for you to get your PJs on. Season changes don't have to mean skin struggles. A few swaps now will help keep your skin happy all fall long. What's your #1 skin concern going into the fall? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a friend for more dermatologist approved skin and hair care tips all year long.